Right off the bat, let's start with some good. All these yoga mat female influencers are going to be lovely, beautiful, sincere people. They just created the template to make six-figure salaries off millions of views on YouTube. And now onto the fitness side. And this is going to be the same for the Carolines, the Pamelas, the Chloes, influencer channels. I don't even have to look at the channel, and I already know these things will be true when we get digging for them. This is what we're going to look for. We're going to teach you how to discover yourself, or at least go check if it's going on with the influencers that you follow on YouTube. The yoga mat influencer will be guilty of a beautiful background, empty room canvas with a yoga mat, fat, dead center in the middle. Their content is going to have short-term promises in the title to attract that fast-track, short-term beginner mindset wanting quick results with the 5 to 20-minute video workouts. Their uploads and thumbnails are going to be heavily catered towards glutes, the buns of steel, and six-pack abs, because they know those are the videos that'll get the most views. And we're going to find evidence that these girls use real heavy weights, barbells, leg press machines, professional equipment, and professional gyms to get the physiques that they have. It's not what they're professing to you in their beginner videos. This is the classic and common train like we say.
We've got 3 sets, 20 exercises today, 30 to 40 seconds on.
We've got 4 circuits today. We're going to go through each exercise for 30 seconds.
But not as we do.
3 plates on each side.
For these audiences, almost 100% female.
We're gonna create a YouTube video like these girls so that we can be there for one another, and let's get started.
This is the move of the influencers that go off and secretly train with the big weights, the big leg press machines, compound lifts to keep a physique just above what all the beginners at home can attain. On the male side of things, all my audits that I do, 100% male viewership. The influencers are taking the secret testosterone, the harder drugs behind your back.
I am natural.
To maintain a superhero physique just out of reach of all the loyal followers thinking one day they might be able to look like them, but can't quite get a grasp on, and it keeps them one step ahead. So for all the males watching this video, share this with the ladies in your life, your mom, your spouse, girlfriend, your friend, anyone hesitant to get into the gym to lift and start doing the big compound movements. Get them to watch this video and get some education. For beginners, yes, the bodyweight and super light dumbbell yoga mat in your living room is going to be the gateway drug to your first steps into fitness. So for that reason, when they cater to that, it is a perfect starting point. And it's a great way to stay committed with video series to follow along with. Some of these workouts are incredibly tough, and they can get you moving and burn general calories simply and effectively in your own home.
I started YouTube sharing my real home workouts during a time where many of us couldn't access a gym.
All the channels we're going to cover today totally exist and blew up because of COVID. They have all their views to thank. If you look at Chloe's channel, 25, holy crap, million subscribers, 500 mils on a video from 5 years ago, priming in COVID, and only getting 116K over 12 days on views today. So you can see there's already a fizzle out of this channel for what was going on back then. Everyone's stuck at home. But the original channel that I've already called out in my intro to this channel doing fitness audits is the Fitness Blender channel, the husband and wife duo that I would say are the originators of that white background yoga mat setting and crazy clickbait or beginner bait titles.
And today I have a very short, very effective butt and thigh workout for you.
5-minute abs, 5-minute workout to blow up your glutes. The short-term promise, that definitely isn't the case. Now this cookie cutter formula has just spread like wildfire. You need to remember, there is nothing new in the fitness industry. None of these channels are showing you anything new. It's bundling old movements, old techniques. It's the same set structure, the same work and rest times. So just understand you're probably picking a favorite. You can stick to them, but they're all doing and coaching and professing the same thing.
Right here, right now, you have decided to commit to yourself.
And the one guarantee in the fitness genre of YouTube is that you're gonna cling to watch every single minute of that workout video, 5 minutes long to an hour long. So these channels are collecting serious ad revenue, watch time, money. Starting off with Chloe Ting, 25 million subscribers, was pulling in 50 to 250K of watch time ad revenue during the height of COVID. So if you think there isn't a little money-making initiative underneath that sweet smile, do not be fooled.
And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Okay, let's do the first check. We're gonna scroll at those thumbnails. What are we gonna see? The first violation, yoga mat, clean background, and tons of booty in the thumbnails. Second, we see loads of those short-term clickbait promises.
So this workout is part of my 2-week shredding program.
2-week challenges, 10-minute butt burners. And these are to fool the beginner into thinking the results are just on the horizon. Okay, now we're gonna dig deep. We're gonna scroll through their YouTube feed, go to their Instagram feed, their first early posts, find that gold nugget, boom.
So my bulk is going pretty well.
There it is, how they actually train to get the physiques they have. And bingo, look at the weights she's actually lifting with this equipment in the gym. 315-pound glute bridges, 405-pound leg press, or 225 in the plates and sled, plus a huge guy on the leg press. That range of motion isn't the best, but she's still pushing a lot of weight that you're definitely not seeing in those yoga mat videos. So she clearly has her schedule down of going to the gym to hit these big compound lifts with doing her own solo workouts, but you'll never see it in the beginner videos she has because it's highly selective and you can attack way more people, reach way more people who are doing the beginner setups at home with just 2 dumbbells and that yoga mat. But at the end of this one video we dug into and found she actually gives the perfect advice, which is backwards of the burning fat, toning your belly, all that stuff, and actually says eat, eat, eat to sustain the muscle growth.
You gotta eat more now because you gotta fuel your muscles
to grow and get strong, which is great. We give her a thumbs up for that.
So imagine if you started your first meal at 12 p.m. You only have what, 8 to 10 hours to eat, which I find it difficult to satisfy my calorie intake for the day. So
okay, now with my veteran eye, we're gonna look at her movement prowess.
we're gonna start with some warm-up first because you don't wanna hurt yourself.
Just by looking at that warm-up squat alone, I can guarantee you she is self-taught and never been coached, cued, or corrected by a professional and just started filming herself with a camera. Okay, her stance is way too wide, her knees are caving, and she's got her arches collapsing on her feet. Okay, that is 3 strikes to a setup that any professional eye would fix in 3 seconds walking by her. If you look at her movement, she almost has an awkward quality about it. And that's just a tell for me that she's made up these movements on a list to do for the video and she doesn't actually practice these in her real life. Like look how tight that hamstring is on that front kick, and then she cuts the camera, only shows you 2 reps and says, oh, warm-ups are done, let's get on with it. Okay, coming up is Sydney, who is an athletic track background. You'll see the difference of absolute athletic prowess, explosive movement. And also when you're idolizing these people trying to chase down the physique, remember that these women are tiny women when you compare them to the size of the weight plates. They're pushing 5'1", 5'2", 5'5", maybe max. So their curves are gonna look bigger on camera. When you see them in real life, you realize, oh, it's not so crazy or special or massive. So the last thing to look for is that the 4th strike is that she narrates over her video. She does not mic herself up.
Other legs should extend as you do this. Again, rest whenever you need to and jump back in when you can.
So she can hide her level of deconditioning, worry about the workout, and then speak over it after. She's not like I call the true fitness beasts that do full workouts with the mic on to feel and suffer with you, like Sydney coming right up.
Stop for 4, 3, 2, 1. And you've made it to your cool down.
Up next is Sydney Cummings, and I get a lot of requests to look into her profile. She is one of my favorites for the athletic spectrum, fitness spectrum she shows across the board, not just so specific into the yoga mat. She's got a world record for the most amount of workout videos on a YouTube channel, which is insane. But again, it just takes me 2 minutes. Let's do it together to do the sweep and the check. Let's check out those thumbnails. As you can see, perfectly clean female figure, clean backgrounds, yoga mat, 2 dumbbells, check. And inside of the thousands of workout videos, she's definitely guilty of the 5-minute beginner bait title workouts for the butt and the abs. I had to jump over to Instagram to see more of her personal life, but bam, there it is. The videos that show you how she's actually training to keep her physique, and I think she's been through 2 kids, so that's insane. But this is way more in line with how I train all my ladies, and don't be fooled, none of these girls lifting heavy become bodybuilders. We'll bust those myths at the end of the video. Big plus to Sydney is what I love to see is she's mic'd up during the workouts.
Hey everyone, welcome to your 30-minute legs workout.
Call it the old school VHS follow at home videos.
Breathe out. Breathe out.
The mic is on so you can hear her suffer, and it proves to you she's going live and unbroken without cutting the camera, and she's got that decent level of conditioning to keep up with you guys at home and do the talking.
Come on, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. 15 seconds, breathe.
I shot a 50 workout follow-along series of lifting heavy with big weights and big compound lifts. It was done in my garage. You can follow at home if you have a lot of equipment, check those out. But I was mic'd up and I'm suffering. Oh my God. Water break breather. You can hear that, and I think that connects the viewer to the influencer through the lens. I'm suffering seeing stars, and it is just more real. So good up for Sydney for doing that. It's 1,050 reps in 30 minutes. There's only 1,800 seconds. But all we have to do is scroll with our finger to go hunting, and what do we see? A huge pro facility of every piece of equipment you can imagine to train your body with. And her Instagram is loaded with athletic movements of her exploding, running, twisting, jumping, and lifting heavy. She has an athletic track or high jump background, I believe, and you can see that comes through immediately with the way she can move, unlike the Chloe, who is a self-taught person coming out of her living room. And just because I gathered them all, let's show all the split jump posts on Instagram that Sydney's doing and the flag poles. So there she is showing you how she works out, but if you look at the 50 top videos on her YouTube channel, none of them cover these big compound lifts, and they're all catered to the at-home beginner, because she knows and I know, we all know, it's the lowest hanging fruit to get at the most amount of viewers on a video, to get the most amount of ad revenue. Thankfully, I found some videos where she actually makes it known to show the at-home or the at-gym versions of the workouts.
But if you want to take this one to the gym, I want to show you how.
And I think her subscribers just caught on to the fact that she's always doing her own workouts in the gym, doing the big compound lifts, while all of her videos at home are catered to that yoga mat in the living room style workout. Sydney's hit a level where she's pushing out endorsements on her posts on Instagram, and I facepalmed myself when I saw she has the garbage brand, the Ghost brand, Signature Series supplement line, pre-workout. There's no level of intensity that her viewers will be hitting during the at-home workouts that are gonna be needing stimulants to fuel their workout. Get rid of them. And Sour Patch Candy flavor, artificial color dyes, and giving away Sour Patch candies with the purchase of her supplements, ridiculous. So big XXX for that kind of stuff. I say this all the time, but it's mindset and intensity that will let you PR all the lifts, especially if you're working out at home in your living room. The biggest factor to fitness is time and commitment. It's the fitness for life journey. There's nothing you're gonna get out of a 5-minute ab video promise or a 10-minute video.
And this is your 10-minute ab burnout workout.
Or a 30-day challenge or a 2-week burn program. Okay, that's short term, no good. Look to the long term, like I say, and get your first 1,000 workouts in. I've intentionally made 10-minute workout videos on my channel, but they are the hardest 10 minutes you will ever endure. And you're supposed to bundle them up into a 30-minute at least workout. The formula of getting fit is so easy, but committing to it is very, very hard. Okay, up next, a friend told me about this one, Carolyn Gervin. I've seen her in the past. Let's do the checks. Scrolling through the thumbnails, what do we see? Beautiful female figure, beautiful blank background slate with a yoga mat in it and a few dumbbells. What I noticed is she has a lot of longer format videos, sometimes running up to an hour long, which is great. That's more realistic fitness, not going for those short-term gains, but she definitely is guilty of those 10-minute ab burn workouts that drag those beginner bait, clickbait beginners into the video to watch. She actually gets pretty aggressive with her lower body leg videos using 2 dumbbells or enough heavy weight, and she'll tell you what weight she's lifting, which is great.
The dumbbells I'm using for your reference are 15 kg each.
And anyone that's done lunges or Bulgarian squats know no matter what your fitness level, you'll always get smoked on single leg movements. And again, using my veteran eye to check out the movement prowess, just like Chloe, she's got this rustiness, chunky, clunky, tight look about her. Doing the through the legs lunge, we all know you're supposed to go inside out to make it fluid. Going from outside in is just strange to me. And her kettlebell swing, cranking way back, overextending on the swing, shows me that it looks like she's just making up a list of movements to do for the workout to guarantee she's gonna get millions of views on her next exercise video. I did dig super deep for this, but it's the first post she made on Instagram, and it's a camera angle that's showing you off screen of what her normal beautiful backdrop videos are taken in, and it's exposing a full equipped gym. We can see the squat rack and the loadable plates and barbell. Boom, right there off camera. Now I'm scrolling through her thumbnails. Tell me when you see one that pops out or stands out to you. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Boom, there it is. A functional plate-loaded trainer in her home. And if you look, we freeze the frame, you can see that squat racks in the back, and she has a glute bridge specific mini bench that stands on the floor. You can load barbells up to that, just like Chloe, and load up on the plates on the big compound lift. So I guarantee she's squatting big, glute bridging big to get the body she has, not doing those little dumbbell videos that she's putting up on her platform. The equipment list is always gonna be a yoga mat and 2 dumbbells for these channels. It's super hard to have pull-up, barbell, or kettlebell apparatus specific stuff because people can't get a hold of that at home. And that's why you'll never see this on these channels. And I found just one barbell related video that Caroline put up, and she mentioned, oh, a lot of you are asking for me to do this, which is proof she owns that barbell for other big compound lifts. And it's the only video she ever did with barbells, which proves she wasn't getting the views on them, so she moved on back to catering to the masses. Okay, last one, we're gonna make this quick. Pamela Reif, 10 million Instagram, 10 million YouTube subscribers, ridiculous. Her channel also blew up in COVID, scrolling through supermodel bikini shots, showing off the body. Let's do the thumbnail test on YouTube. Scrolling, same thing. The yoga mat, the clean background, beautiful body figure as the host. I had to scroll way further to find any videos with even 1 dumbbell, so she's going at even the more basic beginner, body weight, low impact style programming using no weights at all, and bang, super guilty of doing those short-term promised 5 to 6 minute ab or buns, glutes videos. For Pamela, I couldn't find any behind the scenes heavy lifting going on at regular gyms. I found one awful form deadlift, and that to me says she isn't the behind the scenes heavy lifter, but an anti-lifter and what we call the skinny fit influencer who just keeps a very lean body to appear fit, but is actually not that strong. And she only shows off her 6-pack because she's doing thousands of reps in these videos on the yoga mats for the viewers and has almost no fat on her frame. And don't forget, again, how small and tiny these girls are in real life. When you compare to a thicker build, more powerful, athletic Sydney build who's been through 2 kids, you see real world athletics versus just skinny, anti-resistance training type body builds. And guilty again, we look at the movement prowess. It's rusty, super tight. What kind of reverse lunge high kick is that? Where's her hamstring mobility? We have this video to close. I can guarantee you she has never done a pull-up or a row on a set of gymnastics rings in her life. Those arms are not the arms lifting heavy to failure rows and pull-ups on a weekly basis. Okay, time to close and conclude and bury these fitness myths. If you still believe any of these, you need a serious attitude adjustment because there is zero wiggle room on what I'm about to say. Toning, target training, body sculpting are all dead.
Today is a full body workout to tone every muscle. Let's get ready to work.
They're a myth. You can't target the triceps to burn the fat off the triceps.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Shred and Toe Challenge.
Fat comes off the body, the extremities first, and midsection last. Fat is a stored energy that needs to be used and expelled for energy and cardio and exercise output over months and months and years of consistency.
Hey guys, welcome to the 2024 Get Toned Challenge.
This is the longest running controversial topic that the experienced and fit lifters know not to be true, but the beginners cling to hoping that's the answer. This is my mom having gone through the millions of Jane Fonda VHS tapes doing tricep kickbacks and now finally being in a 60+ fitness class doing big compound lifts, the deadlift and pull-ups. Good for them, making compositional changes to their body once and for all. Lastly, you do not get bulky lifting with heavy weights, okay? This is the most backward logic belief that still floats around. I don't want to get bulky, so I'm not going to use big weights. Bodybuilding is the all show, no go show muscle. Now listen closely. They use lightweight for high reps to volumize their muscle cells and appear big and pumped up on stage. And now athletes, and everybody that I train, we lift heavy, very low volume reps to avoid that pumping up, volumizing, and create strength on the body, tensile strength to give you strength without getting big. Now what do you think your 40-minute follow along 10-pound dumbbell 1,000 rep workout in your living room is more approaching? The irony is you're closer to bodybuilding by trying to stick to the lightweight than you are trying to go into a professional setting and lift heavier, low volume stuff to get your body actually strong. Okay, we're mainly talking about females here, but in my sessions, the girls go heavy, low volume, like I just said. My wifey Kara can deadlift 300 pounds. She can out sprint and out jump most of the guys. And all these girls, none of them are bulky freak bodybuilders. They're lean, mean, athletic type machine body builds. And they've all been through their first 1,000 workouts, building a base capacity to be able to lift this heavy to failure all the time and keep this going without injuring themselves. There's no shortcut or 5-minute video to get you the fitness results you think you're gonna get. It's the long-term fitness for life mindset and journey. Following these yoga mat influencers is just your first step gateway into the fitness realm. When the cameras end and these girls collect the ad revenue on millions of views, they go into the gym themselves and hit the big compound weights. So yes, the dumbbells and yoga mat is the gateway. Take your next step and get into a professional environment, join a weightlifting class, or get a one-on-one coach to teach you how to move properly, to lift heavier and turn on the full potential of your body and start really making a change to the composition and burning body fat. And as always, keep your head down, lift heavy, rest, repeat over and over. Find some crazy good music that gets you pumped up and go get after it.